Hi, it's Leigh Anne, and today we are making small batch homemade strawberry jam, and we're making it without pectin. All you're going to need are some strawberries, fresh or frozen, some sugar, and some lemon juice. This recipe makes 1 pint or 2 cups of jam. Join me in the kitchen as we make small batch recipes with big taste. So last week, Jim and I went to the farmer's market here in Portland, at my favorite place to hang out on a Saturday morning, and we bought some Hood strawberries. How are they?
Fantastic.
Now, these Hood strawberries are my favorite. They are so sweet and juicy, but they don't hold up really for a long period of time. So I knew I wanted to make jam with them, but didn't have time to do it right away. So all I did was I took the green tops off, I cut them into quarters or into half, and I froze them. So today we're going to be using berries that were actually frozen. So you can use fresh or frozen berries. The first thing we're going to do, we've got our prepared strawberries. They are clean. We've taken the stem off and we have sliced them. Is we're going to add 2 cups of sugar to these 4 cups of strawberries. And then we're going to add in 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. All right? Then we're going to stir that up, coat the strawberries, and then we're going to let them sit and macerate. Now, I know that is a weird word, but basically what that is it is allowing the juices to release from the strawberries, and it will help them to break down a little easier and quicker when we are making the jam. You can actually let your strawberries macerate for a couple of hours if you want. Just let them sit on the kitchen counter. You don't need to refrigerate them or anything. When you're ready to make your jam, you're going to want a nice, good size, large saucepan. We're going to pour our mixture in, and then we are just going to bring it to a boil and stir, okay? And you're going to keep stirring and stirring. This is not something you want to walk away from because it can easily burn on the bottom of the pan. Now you may wonder why you don't need pectin in this jam. If you've made freezer jam before, you know you've bought those little boxes of powdered pectin and added them in. Well, strawberries, most fruit has a natural pectin in them. So as we cook these berries and they begin to break down, they are going to release a natural pectin so that we don't need other pectin. And also the lemon juice, it creates an acidic environment, which also helps to release pectin. As it comes to a boil, it's going to start to foam up. Just keep stirring. You'll know the jam is done because it will thicken up and it's going to stop foaming. Right, the other way that you can tell your jam is done is you're going to take a spoon, and I popped it in the freezer for a few minutes so it was cold, and you're going to just coat the back of the spoon with your jam and run your finger through it, and it should stay in place. No runny jam. You know that it's done. Now the jam will take about 30 to 40 minutes to thicken up. It's just going to depend on the size of your pan. So now we are not going to can this jam. That's one of the beauties of it. We're going to put it in some jars and just keep it in the refrigerator where it will keep for 4 to 6 months, or you can put it in the freezer. But one trick that you want to do is I've got my jars here, and I'm just using 2 half-pint or 1 cup jars. And you want them hot when you pour this hot mixture in it. If you pour something hot into something cold, you can break the glass. So make sure that your glass jars are warmed up. You could also put these in some type of plastic freezer container if you prefer. So we're just going to take our jam and pour it right into our jars. Whoa. Now, if you're going to put these into the freezer, make sure you leave about a ½ inch of headspace at the top because it will expand a little bit as it freezes. And if you end up with a little spoonful or 2 left over, add that to some ice cream, spread it on some toast. So good. All right, now we're just going to put our lids on our jar. Go ahead and, because I made kind of a mess, make sure you clean them off first. All right, and then it is ready for the refrigerator, for the freezer, whichever you want, and you have got homemade strawberry jam. Now you can use this recipe to make a raspberry jam, blackberry jam, blueberry jam. Just follow all the same steps, just substitute your berries out. Now my favorite way to enjoy this homemade strawberry jam is on a piece of that small batch French bread that I will link to down below, or some small batch homemade biscuits. So thanks for joining me in the kitchen today. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.